Hi, folks. This is Dr. Charles McKay, Assistant Superintendent, Vernon Township Schools. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the Vernon Township High School's Certified Career and Technical Education programs. We've introduced these new programs, and they were approved by the Board of Education last Thursday evening. The programs are 5 separate programs that are meant to help our students develop an interest in fields where they would be able to find jobs, but also careers that they could continue through with their college degrees. The first one, Logistics, Technology, and Distribution, will be a 3-course program. All of these programs will be 3-course programs. What we'd like to do is encourage our 9th graders and 10th graders to get involved in the intro course. So in this program, it's construction, facilities, and maintenance. So imagine a course in which a child designs things and then builds things. It would be a hands-on course where they would be working with a computer, working with 3D printers, working at design, doing drafts, CAD, and other important programs, and then building those things. Our students would then take CFM2, which would be construction, facilities, and maintenance, but this time they would have an internship. They would be working with one of our maintenance people or working in corporations after school, and we would be checking on them so that they were learning the practicality of this hands-on education. The last thing would be a course that they would take in civil engineering or intro to engineering or accounting. And there's a reason for the 3 of them. The engineering divides them. Students who are interested in civil engineering may not be the same students who are interested in intro to engineering, but both of them will be through our new engineering program, Project Lead the Way. And then, of course, accounting is part of the process as well, if they so choose to do that, because many times in construction there's a large accounting part as people need to do the ordering and making sure that the books are kept. So those are the 3 choices in the final year. Now, as you can see on the right-hand side, we have connections now with Pratt School of Design, and we're working with them, as a matter of fact, this week in order to make sure that these classes are concurrent, which means if you pay money towards Pratt, and it would be a small amount, the child would receive college credit for that class. We're also, and that's in construction management, we're also partnering with Temple University in their facilities management program. And once again, it would be a concurrent course in which you would pay money towards Temple, but then you would receive degrees. It's very interesting to note that there's very few facilities management programs in the country and very few construction management programs in the country, and these 2 institutions are 2 of the leaders in that field. Finally, again, the internship with the maintenance department will set our students up for the NOCTI test, which is the National Occupation Careers and Technology Institute test, and that's for logistics, technology, and distribution services. Once our students take these 3 classes, work those internships, receive that college credit, which is a real benefit, and take the test and pass it, they would receive this highly sought-after certification, and they will receive that at graduation, and they will be certified as they leave our program. Computer Design and Graphics. Again, a 3-course program. Computer Graphics 1, Computer Graphics 2, and Computer Science AP or AP Computer Science Principles. If your children are involved in the 5th and 6th grade computer graphics program or coding program or even the robotics program, they would run into some of the teachers that they'll see later on at the high school. The computer science program at the high school is taught by Mr. Kitis, who also does the coding club in 5th and 6th grade. What will happen with computer graphics is, of course, our children will learn how to design and code. And this is an enormous field. And just to give you one example, there's more money spent on gaming in the United States than all the movie tickets that are sold in one year. Just think about that statistic when we're talking about whether there'll be careers in computer graphics in things like gaming or professional design for companies. We're going to be partnering with the Savannah School of Art and Design, which is one of the finest schools in the country, through the efforts of Joe Piccirillo. He has worked with SCAD before. Savannah School of Art and Design will be coming up to the high school, working with our students, to be giving them lectures. They'll also be taking a look at their portfolios And again, that's a computer graphic portfolio that we can pass back and forth via the internet to the schools, and they'll come up and make a judgment on those. They have made it obvious to us that the portfolio program is one important aspect of it as the children move on to college, but the AP scores in the computer science will really put our children ahead. So we're going to encourage the students to take those courses. And again, it would be with Mr. Kitis, who the children have worked with early on in their career. Then they would receive direct credit from SCAD. Also, they'll be doing internships with a new district graphic design office. It's something that we're putting in place next year, in which we're going to do all of our in-house graphics. And they'll be working either with Mr. Labar, Mr. Miller, or other of the art teachers in order to do the graphic design for all posters in our district. Finally, they must pass the NOCTI tests, and that's for a certificate in visual communication and multimedia design. Once again, the students receiving 6 to 9 credits, college credits, along with the ability to pipeline into some of these great schools. As long as they fulfill these requirements, at graduation they would receive a certificate, which would be of great value. Computer engineering, programming, and IT. 3-course program again. In this program, you have Intro to Engineering Design, which we presently have at the high school through Project Lead the Way and Mr. Bruno's class. This is a great way to get into engineering. Now, the key piece here, folks, is the fact that this is an engineering program that's backed up by our math and science program at the high school. There are many places, either locally or elsewhere, where people talk about engineering programs, but you can't have a strong engineering program without a math program and a science program that's equally as strong. And that's what Vernon Township High School offers to you, is a strong math program and a very strong science program, so that our engineers are able to move on to engineering programs at Stevens, RIT, Rensselaer, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Caltech, all places that our students have gone to, Georgia Tech, and be able to do that math and do that science in order to become engineers. The second course will be Principles of Engineering, and again, that's a Project Lead the Way course. So both of those courses will work through Rowan University, and Rowan University presently has one of the best-rated engineering programs, clearly the best-rated engineering program in New Jersey and one of the better ones in the nation. So we have a pipeline through Mr. Bruno's work with them to Rowan University. And finally, again, we want them to take Computer Science AP or Computer Science Principles, and the reason for that is not only for the AP credit, but we also want to make sure that they have that skill set, because that is necessary with the field of engineering as it is today. We'll be partnering with Project Lead the Way and also Rowan University. Now, the final piece of this is the internships will hopefully be worked through Thor Labs. We've made a connection with Thor Labs in Newton. They're very interested in our program. And just recently, they offered us $5,000 for our program through the hard work of Mr. Bruno. So once again, you have a competent engineering program with a great math and science background at Vernon Township High School, internships at Thor Labs, concurrent credit at Rowan University, and once your child passes the NOCTI test for the certificate in computer programming, they would be a computer engineer, a programmer, and IT. And finally, another internship that will be available to them, they'll be working with our IT program to get practical experience even within the schools, which would be a great experience for them. Pre-Medical and Healthcare Studies is a 3-course program run through our science department and also with the help of our advanced physical education and health program. So the students will take human biology, Principles of Biomedical Science, which is a Project Lead the Way course in which they would receive concurrent credit with Fairleigh Dickinson University. And then we want them to take the advanced physical education or health or some field like that where they start to get the health training. We have concurrent courses with Fairleigh Dickinson, of course, but we'll also have internships with local doctors. Dr. Fisher is going to come in and talk to the students. We're working out agreements with local hospitals, and what we want most of all is for them to have a practical knowledge of the medical field by working with a local EMT squad. So instead of having a NOCTI test for this, we're going to have them pass the EMT training for the certificate. So what will happen as your child goes through this program is they will not only have first-rate biology class, a new biomedical science class, which is brand new to our district, but also the advanced physical education and health classes, They will receive college credit for all of this. They will get the EMT cert as well. And when they graduate into a field that's virtually exploding. And that's the pre-medical and healthcare studies. Final program is a natural fit for Vernon. It's recreation, resort, hospitality, and tourism. The resort aspect of this is one of the things that we've been working on very diligently with local businesses, and we now have made a connection with Minerals, and we also made a connection with Mountain Creek. The recreation field is something that we're really exploring by looking at things like landscape architecture, etc. And of course, hospitality and tourism is a major degree that children can get in college. So the three-course program is an interesting mix. We met with a Dr. Bleckman from Fairleigh Dickinson University, and she runs the Talent Network in New Jersey. And in the Talent Network, resort, recreation, hospitality, and tourism is one of those things that's very strong in New Jersey, not only because of the Jersey Shore, but because of this Highlands area and all the resorts and golf courses. Her argument was that they did not need 3 years of marketing. Instead, they simply needed an intro to marketing. But then they had to be aware of the food industry and also their ability to present themselves professionally in a professional market like a resort or a recreational place or a place where tourists come. So she introduced the idea of acting and making sure that our students learn the soft skills that they need in order to proceed in this field. So this is the three-course market. It's going to be intro to marketing, basic foods, and intro to acting. We're going to partner with Fairleigh Dickinson University, where the students will be receiving concurrent credit for the intro to marketing class. So that's 3 college credits. We're going to be working on internships, as I stated, with Mountain Creek and the hotels and spas in the area. And then the students must pass the NOCTI test for a certificate in travel and tourism. Sussex County Community is also very interested in this program and is going to give the students concurrent credit as well. So in all of these courses, as you can see, students are getting 3 things. They're getting a first-rate education in 3 classes. We've extended the school day to 9 periods at the high school so that we can fit these classes in. Then the students are going to be partnering with universities throughout the state of New Jersey and elsewhere that they will receive college credit through this program. Those college credits will be transferable not only to the schools where they're being granted, but also to other schools in the state of New Jersey. We are then going to give them an internship in this field so that they get the practical experience they need. At the end, they'll be taking a test, which is a third-party certification to give legitimacy not only to the program, but also to their degree status. The students would then graduate with a high school diploma from Vernon, but also graduate with a certificate, which will be significant not only to the schools that are giving him credit, but also to the community at large. And in this way, we hope our students not only are college students who are heading up to college, but our students who are looking for jobs in the field have a leg up over the rest of the students because of their background and because of the cert they receive at graduation. The certificates will be given to our students with pride and joy as this new program commences this year. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.